Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we are going to discuss the second stimulus. 4,000 big ones are up for grabs. That is correct. $4,000 in hazard pay, $2,000 in rent relief programs, unemployment. You know what that sounds like to me? Money, yeah. Money, yeah. So if you want to know what is going on in the world, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, where have you been? We are 4 months in a pandemic. I have been updating daily. I'm glad you were able to tune in. All you have to do is go ahead and hit that big old red subscribe button down below and you'll be a part of the family. And while you're at it, can you go ahead and give me a like, because it's like Thursday and it's one day closer to the weekend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. Like I think you'll like it here. It's your type of party. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. We know that the next stimulus bill is more than likely going to include a second stimulus check, but I think right now we're all concerned about the 5 W's. Like, who is going to get it? When are we going to get it? Where it's going to happen? We want to know the meat and potatoes of this second stimulus. Well, you're not going to find those out here, right? Right. No, because no one knows that information just yet except for the Senate. But the good news is this. According to Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, the payment should be sent very, very quickly if another stimulus check is approved. Now, he also went on to say that the White House does back the direct payments to individuals, but he did not specify the kind of income cap the administration would support. Now, we know that yesterday, or probably a few days ago, we had talked about Mitch McConnell wanted to actually cap that amount at $40,000 or below, because he wanted to target it to the low income. Now, one thing that he did state as well is Mnuchin added that the administration does want to change the enhanced federal unemployment benefits that are set to expire at the end of July, but he did not say how that proposal or the structure of how that was going to work. Now, he also stated that the money would be deposited into the Americans' accounts very quickly, and that they are aiming to have everything complete regarding this next stimulus bill by the end of the month. So that still kind of goes along with what I said earlier in the week when they wanted those payments to actually start or be sent out by August 3rd through like the 7th or even the 10th. If everything passed by the end of the month, they come back on July 20th, just say they, work out the agreements or the little details by July 31st, that would still make everything still on track to happen before they go on their next recess. So, as of right now, according to Chuck Marr, the director of the Federal Tax Policy at the Center of Budget and Policy. Wow, that is a title, Chuck. I know you're getting paid the big duckies. Okay, big money. All right, so he says as many as 12 million people are still at risk of not receiving even their first stimulus check. So he's stating that even though you're saying that, hey, we can get this money directly deposited into people's accounts very quickly, there's still people who have yet to receive their first stimulus check. What we need to do is, he said, it's right that we should target people at lower incomes, but we need to make sure they actually are able to receive the payments. I agree. Chuck Marr said that it is really heartening that McConnell identified the problem that low-wage workers have been hit the hardest. He said there are still areas which the government should focus on first. So according to Marr, he would like for the government to focus on the robust unemployment insurance. So he feels that, hey, you guys really need to figure out this unemployment thing. What are we going to do? Are we going to give the $350 to $450 boost? Are we just going to remove the enhanced unemployment in itself? You need to figure out that first. He said also you need to figure out adequate SNAP benefits. So we all know, like the EBT and food stamps for people who need food, ensuring up state and local government budgets. Those are the things that you really need to emphasize on. So he's stating like, hey, while you guys are still worried about this stimulus check and the amount, what you need to worry about is, are we going to provide the unemployment? Because these checks are only just really, if you think about it, it's only just that one-time payment. The unemployment will go a little bit longer. And then also the benefits, the SNAP benefits will help people out, which in the HEROES Act, it adds for a 15% increase for SNAP benefits. I'm still looking on for the EBT. as far as to see if certain states are continuing that as well. Also, with the unemployment, Mnuchin said that the White House wants to change rather than extend it. And he also said that you can assume that it will be no more than 100% of the workers' usual pay. He echoed Republicans who argue the generous insurance deters some people from resuming work because they make more to stay at home than they would at their jobs. Now, there's so many different proposals regarding how the unemployment should work, that if you are in a state that has a high unemployment rate, that maybe you should still receive the $600 versus those that have lower. Then they're also like, hey, well, depending on your region, so like in the South, maybe instead of you getting the 600, maybe you only should get an additional 200 or 300, but people that stay in California or New York should get up to 700. There's no clear focus on what's going on. So as of right now, guys, this is still just this discussions that are happening in the Senate, but you know, we're here. It's the news, right? Don't get mad at me. I don't make the news. Just report it. All right, so let's move along to these $4,000 big ones. Like, oh my gosh, $4,000. We're going back to Michigan. So in Michigan, they announced yesterday that they are doing 2 new grant programs totaling $300 million, and this will just help first responders receive premium hazard pay, and it also will reimburse local governments for payroll costs incurred during the pandemic. So under this first responders hazard pay premium, right underneath this, if you are eligible, if you are a first responder who performed hazardous duty or work involving physical hardship related to the pandemic. This includes cities, villages, townships, counties, public airport operators, certain ambulance operators. They can be reimbursed for up to $1,000 per eligible employee, with no single applicant receiving more than $5 million. Now, this is the kicker, guys. This is always that fine print that nobody reads, and then you just sign your name and you're like, what? What? How do I, you already know, right? It happens. So first and foremost, it will be awarded on a first come, first served basis. So you will have to submit an application. Now the first round will go, you could submit an application for April and May. So you can get $1,000 per month for April and May. Then if you want it for June and July, you would have to submit another application. I'll link it down below. The applications are available, but they are having 2 rounds. If you submit for the first round, you would have to resubmit for the second round, okay? And then that will be from April through July. So that's about $4,000 if you get, if you've been working. I'll give it to you, Michigan. You're coming up. All right, go ahead, Big Gretchen. All right, the next order of business is going to come from the rent relief program. This comes from Los Angeles. And guys, don't forget, Michigan was also in Oakland County. They were doing the $15,000 grants yesterday. That's the same Michigan. Like, whoa. All right, so Los Angeles, $2,000 in rent relief. This is eligible for LA residents who are in the need of rent relief amid the pandemic. You can apply for $2,000 in funds from the city next week. The registration does open. It begins on Monday, July 13th, and it will end on July 17th. So listen, guys, it's only from the 13th through the 17th. Residents who qualify for assistance can apply by going to, I'll put the information in the description box. If you don't have internet, you can call or register 844-944-1868 from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. next Monday through Friday. Applicants, you must demonstrate the financial hardship, and also you must show that there's a loss of income on there. Now, the immigration status will not factor in eligibility for this program, so you do not have to worry about. The rent subsidy is for $2,000 for 2 months or $1,000 each month, and this will be paid directly to the landlord. However, there's about 50,000 households that will benefit from this program. So if you're in LA, okay, with my LA people, make sure you go ahead and sign up for it. I'll leave all the information in the description box. If you always forget about it, you just go to Google, type in LA rent relief, boom, you got it. There you go. That's some free tea for you. All right, the next one comes from San Mateo County. They're offering $2,000. Now this is for people who have not qualified for state or local coronavirus related relief programs due to their immigration status. So this one in San Mateo would be This is for individuals or families who share finances will be eligible to receive a target amount of $1,000 with the maximum of $2,000 according to county documents. People are eligible for assistance if they did not qualify for a stimulus check and you earned less than $99,000 or had a household income of less than $198,000 in 2019. So this would still qualify for those, like if you were a dependent, if you were on SSI, SSDI, if you had your immigration set. If you stay in San Mateo County, you can still apply for it. And then the last but not least program comes from Portland, Maine. And I have my notes here, so if I'm looking down, that's why, okay? Y'all be trying to get at me. All right, the last one, oh, I have two more. Portland, Maine, you can get $2,250 over 2 months for rent and utilities. The city of Portland has announced they will provide up to $500,000 in rent relief as a rent relief grant to all eligible residents. But even as the city offers help, the pandemic is making it tougher for those who rely on this assistance. So you can go there and you can get $2,250. And then in Amherst, Massachusetts, or whatever. All right, so you can get 3 months of rental assistance, and this is for income eligible residents who have lost their earnings or have seen their wages drop during the pandemic. You can get a short-term emergency rental assistance for up to 3 months. All you have to do is go online to the communityaction.us Amherst rental assistance, and you can apply online by August 6th. So online applications will be contacted by email, and they'll send you like a secure link to upload all your verification information. So guys, there's some money out there. You know, that's some good little money right there. Man, it's not even little. I will take it because it doesn't seem like I'm getting another stimulus check at this point. But you know what? I think it's gonna work its way out. I think that this $40,000 cap, I don't think it's gonna work. So guys, let me know down below. What do you think about the $40,000 cap? What do you think about the unemployment being reduced? Also, what do you think about Chuck Marr's statements like, hey, we need to make SNAP benefits a priority. We need to look at unemployment. What do you think about everything that's going on? Also, I'm gonna do a check-in, a quick post check. How are you guys doing? You know, let me know. And not only that, what else do I want to know? Because I'm being a little bit, you know, curious today. I also wanted to know regarding here, what do you think about this hazard pay? I've been reading so much in the comments below about the essential workers receiving hazard pay. Would you just rather have the stimulus check and not even worry about hazardous pay, or do you want both? Let me know down in the comments below. And for some of the people that are still announcing that, hey, I cannot find any rent relief programs in your area, can you find some in my area? Believe me guys, I am looking. I'm not trying to leave anyone out. That's just not even in my character, you know. But the issue is a lot of programs had started already, like in April, May, June. So I didn't start reporting the rent relief programs until I want to say like June. I think that was like my first video was in June. So I was completely oblivious that this even existed, where some people already took advantage. So your state may have already had programs and have exhausted the money. Some states are bringing back programs. Some nonprofits are doing programs. So if you are unable, because I see some people like, hey, I dialed 211 and I can't find anything. If you can't find anything in your area, it just may not be anything in your area. And I'm sorry. But this is where you contact your congressman. This is where you get out there and you vote. This is where you make your concerns heard, okay? So keep that in mind, guys, because we have an election coming up. I don't care who you vote for. Just get out there and vote. And not only vote on the national level, start looking at your local level, because now if your city did not do anything, start looking at who do you have in office in these local, you know, these local legislators. Like, who are these people? Start making, you know, see what they're about. All right, so that's all I got today on Shalae Soapbox. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you as always for watching. Until tomorrow, bye guys.